Hi, welcome back, or welcome to my channel. If you're new, my name is Laura. Hi, hello. Today we are, it's the end of the month. Technically, when this goes up, it's going to be the beginning of May. Ooh. And I want to talk about my trash it or cash it for April. So I've moved a lot of things out of my collection, but a few things have made it into my collection, and we will get into it. So I'm going to start with my empties, talk about my declutters, and then go on into the new products, which I'm extremely excited about. So we'll just get into this. So I actually wrote them down in order and have it on my little notebook here. So I'm going to go from what I used first in the month. I don't have the dates of when I used them, but I know which ones I used first. I've been keeping track of them that way. The first thing I used up is my final bath bomb that I have. If you guys have watched previous Empties videos, you know I am team bubble bath over bath bomb, but I finished another bath bomb up. This was from a 6 set that Josh had gotten me a couple years ago, 2-3 years ago, and they just kind of been lingering. I've literally moved to 2 different apartments with these, so it was about time to just use them on up, and I'm very happy to get use out of them. This one smelled really good. It was an orange one. You can't smell it, but I finished this one up at the beginning of April, which I was very excited about. So she is done. The next product that I have, you would have seen me talk about it in my 20 favorites in 2020, and that the sticker just flopped off of it, so that's fine. I don't really care anymore. Is my Stila Shimmer and Glow, and this was in Twig. So this was just a brown liquid eyeshadow. I scraped everything out. It was dry. I got a good 5-6 months of use out of this before it started to dry out on me. So really happy that I got this used up. I've had this in my collection for a couple years now, so it didn't start drying up until recently when I started using it more. So very happy about these. Next on my list is another one from my 20 favorites, and that was my Marvelous Moxie by bareMinerals lip gloss in this was in Superpower. This was one of my all-time favorite colors. I love the formula of these Marvelous Moxie lip colors also. I would 100% pick more of these up. I really liked this one. This was one of my favorites. I wish they would bring it back. I was so darn excited about this one. I had this kind of lingering in my collection for a while. This is the Colourpop Ultra Satin Lip. It's just a mini in Dopey. I don't remember if I bought this or if it was a gift with purchase. I honestly think I might have purchased this. I purchased a couple minis. I just can't really remember. This was in Dopey. Again, I took the stopper out of this one also, and I used everything up out of there. Hopefully you guys can see to the back there. I liked this. It was cool toned. I wouldn't repurchase it, but I liked the formula of these Ultra Satin lips way more than I like the Ultra Matte lip. So she's done too. I plowed through a one of my non-cruelty-free lotions. This is the Cetaphil Moisturizing Cream. I got this a year and a half, 2 years ago, and she's completely scraped out. Wouldn't repurchase because it's not cruelty-free. There was no scent to it. It was very moisturizing, almost left the skin a little greasy feeling, but I kind of liked it for my hands and feet. I predominantly slathered this on my feet and then put socks on to keep my feet nice and hydrated when I went to bed, but she's not cruelty free, so I won't be repurchasing this. But this was a big tub. You get 16 ounces in this guy. Okay, I was really excited about this one. I thought that I was close, but I was like, it's gonna take me all month to get it. And I finished it relatively at the beginning. Oh, there's still, some of their products coming out. I'm gonna use this one more time tomorrow, and then I will, but this is basically done. This was the Everyday Sunscreen by Supergoop. This was an SPF 50. Use this every single day underneath foundation, or if I wasn't wearing makeup, just every single day. Wear your sunscreen, guys. It looks like I can squeeze a little bit more out of this. I couldn't when I put this in my empty, so I will just use this one more time, but this is done. The next product I am super excited about. They were in my Roulette Pan Collab Round 7, and they were 2 loose eyeshadow sample pots. So this was Silver Dollar. I finished this one second. This one was True Gold. I finished that one first. It looks a little dingy because I actually repurposed this and put the rest of some concealer in it, which we will talk about. But I made a rule for myself. I'm going to count $1 for like my little individual sample pots of eyeshadow. Only eyeshadow because I have a lot of them. It's just kind of incentive to use these up, get my numbers down and my dollars down of my collection. So I'm really happy to get more use out of my loose shadows in my collection. So I'm very, very happy about that. The next product has kind of been lingering for a solid year in my collection. My coworker gifted this to me for Christmas in 2018. It is the Age Defying Matcha Green Tea Mask. This was fine. It didn't smell like matcha, which I was kind of hoping it did, but it was fine. I got a couple uses out of this. I got either 2 or 3, I can't really remember. I don't think they sell this particular one anymore, and I don't think it did amazing things for my skin. So, I mean, it was fine. I'm not big on face masks. I might be unpopular in that one. I like face oils. I just don't get along with face masks too much. The next is a Ulta lip liner in Bittersweet. She's just a little teeny guy. I can't get her out of the, what is that, the plastic thing anymore, and I couldn't sharpen it anymore. I really tried. This was fine. I finished off a shower cream or a shower gel, and this was the Daisy by Marc Jacobs. This has been in my collection for a long time now. I finally finished this up. I found a couple things in my gym bag recently, and I was like, I need to use those up because they're old and kind of nasty that I still have them. So I just use this as like a shaving gel. I got another lip gloss done. So I was kind of unofficially panning this when I was panning my other lip gloss. This one was the one that I would leave at my house, and then the other one was the one I would take to the office with me. So I finished this off. This was the Marvelous Moxie by bareMinerals in Crowd Surfer. I really like this. It was too pigmented for me. It like definitely changed the color of the lipstick or just my lips when I would wear it. So I wouldn't repurchase a colored one. I would probably stick to a nude or like a clearish kind of gloss. But now I know that about me, which is cool. Another really exciting one that I thought I was never going to finish, and I found this in my gym bag as well. This was a Clarisonic, Refining Skin Polish. This is so old. I don't think they sell this anymore, and I got it when I first got my Clarisonic, and that was back when I lived at my parents' house, and that was at least 4 years ago, and I got this a few years before moving out. So kind of gross that I still have it. I used it only as a exfoliating, like shaving, like a pre-shave step. So I'm happy that this is gone. This was a big number in my like the dollars. And then the last but not least product that I finished up this month is my MAC Pro Longwear Concealer in NC20. 1, this is not cruelty free. 2, I opened it up and I got everything out of it. So I am so happy. Really, really happy that this is out of my collection, and now my whole concealer collection is 100% cruelty free, which is huge. Okay, now I want to talk about, what did I say? Declutters. So maybe I should talk about this first. So I brought in 4 of these ABH magnetic palettes into my collection this month, and I did that because I wanted to depot. So this one in particular has the Morphe James Charles palette in it. All of the shades are labeled and named. This is actually from the Morphe 35M Boss Mood palette. I just liked the way that this looked in the color story a little bit more than the only other one that would have fit in here, which is living in this Colourpop palette, which I've moved my Colourpop palette into an ABH one. So this is the other selection of eyeshadows. This is all the shades that I kept from my 35M Boss Mood, these 4, except for this. This is Wig from the James Charles palette, and then these are from the James Charles palette. So everything else is 35M Boss Mood, which means there is a lot of shades that got decluttered, and they are all housed in this. This palette kind of sucks from MAC. They're not magnetic. These are metal, so they're not magnetic, so they don't stick to, oh gosh, or metal sheets, you like actually have to have like a magnet, which is kind of really annoying. Not kind of, it's very annoying. So these are all of the shades that I am getting rid of. I'm really happy that I decluttered. So I'm not decluttering this palette itself. This is nice to like kind of house the things that I don't want anymore. And then we will talk about the items that have made their way into my collection. As I mentioned, I purchased 4 of these palettes. I'm very happy about these. So if things changed, it's because I forgot things, ran and grabbed them after I had finished my entire videos. I purchased some skincare from Ulta. I ordered it, it came so fast, it was almost unbelievable. So I ordered 4 items from Ulta, and I will just talk about them. So I wanted to find some new face cleansers. I've only been using the Body Shop Tea Tree Oil Cleanser. It's like the liquid cleanser, but it has tea tree in it. And I just feel like it was a little bit too aggressive for my skin for both morning and night. So I purchased a couple cleansers. One of them was the 𝙤𝙤𝙪𝙥𝙡𝙬 Skin De-Stress Calming CBD Cleanser. And I didn't get it for like the CBD aspect of it. I just saw like calming, and I was like, my skin needs calming right now. And honestly, I really like this. So I've been using it maybe 3 weeks now. I've used down to here, right? You can see like where I've used to. I noticed that Pacifica was buy one get one like 40% off, so I picked up the coconut milk cream to foam face wash. I really like foaming face washes, so I figured I'd give this one a whirl. This one it says remove makeup, clean and distress with coconut and vanilla, and I love anything with coconut, so I'm really excited to try this. And then I figured, okay, well, I'm getting 2 cleansers. I can't get another freaking cleanser. So I picked up a moisturizer. And luckily I did, because I'm on the last legs of the Ordinary one. I'm like maybe a week and a half into like before it's like completely gone. And then I can just use this one and try it. This one is the coconut probiotic one too. So I'm really excited to see how this and this work. I don't know if I'll use these together, but I might try to see how this works to like remove my makeup. So I haven't used the Pacifica stuff yet, so I've only used the 𝙤𝙤𝙪𝙥𝙡𝙬. And then the last product I bought is like a holy grail product. Not necessarily this brand that I purchased, but I will always have this in my collection. I swear by this product. And it is just rose hip seed oil. I think that this is the biggest godsend ever. I think that this helps any scarring and discoloration. My skin was freaking out, and I didn't have this in my life for a couple months. I was just like, I want to see how I get along without having it. And honestly, it's like night and day how my skin reacts to this. I love rose hip seed oil. I think it is beyond one of the best products you can have for your skin, at least for my skin. So then we will talk about the things that have made their way into my collection. However, I did not purchase any of them, which is really awesome. But I will say, if you didn't see my video unboxing the makeup swap with Haley, I will link it up. Haley kindly sent me 2 palettes, and honestly, it just warms my heart so much. First, she got me what we have now been calling the 𝘾𝙤𝙪𝙥𝙡𝙪 Savannah palette. This is just a dupe of the Safari palette by Natasha Denona, which I have been pining after the Safari palette since it released like what, 2-3 years ago now. And this is just so beautiful. And then the other thing that she gifted me was the Profusions chocolate palette. And I had never tried anything by Profusions before, and I have to tell you that this is stunning. Like these like greeny kind of tones are like they just speak to me in like a whole different level. And then all of these other shades are going to complement all of these tones so beautifully, and I honestly cannot wait to use this more. Again, thank you so much, Haley. This was beyond one of the kindest things that anyone could ever do. Like, it was just so beyond sweet, and I'm so happy. Thank you. The other item that has made it into my collection was actually generously sent to me. This was my first ever thing that was sent to me by Influenster. I was gifted the Hourglass Veil Setting Spray. I am so excited to continue to use this and just see how I like it. It just feels so luxurious, and I've never tried anything from Hourglass, so I am like beyond floored that they picked me to do one of their Vox boxes for Hourglass. Like, she's expensive. She's $48. That's a lot of money for a setting spray. I'm looking forward to seeing you in my next video. Stay healthy, stay sane, stay safe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.